Hi guys, and welcome to my first ever apartment renovation. So I don't know if I can call it an apartment renovation or an apartment build, but anyway. So this is at 17 Culpepper House. I did look around to see the best apartment block that would actually take the industrial look, because I was definitely sure I wanted to do industrial. Um, my most popular video on this channel is an industrial room build that I did ages, well, I don't know about ages, but I think back in September. And so I wanted to go industrial. Obviously, people love industrial. So I decided to go with it. And I am a huge fan of Pinterest. And all over Pinterest, I always see doors, like industrial doors going into a bedroom or bathroom or things like that, and I needed to do that. So, and also I normally see those kind of doors leading into a shower, like a shower cubicle, so I wanted to try and recreate that, but let me tell you, it yeah, it took me a while. There is no kind of door to do it, so in the end I just ended up putting that window in there to make it look like it was kind of cornered off, and the same effect but without having to have a door. Um, also, I wish I could kind of, I feel like that dividing wall is a bit too far away from the shower. I would love it if it's like 1.5 squares away from the shower, but we can't do that. I do have a divider actually. I might just swap it out afterwards. I have a alternative that would be just putting in a room divider. Should have just done that. Oh God! See, this is the thing. I'm looking back on my builds now that I have to do voiceovers, and you see all the things you would have changed. So my suggestion is to change that window and wall. Well, it actually moves anyway, but to change it to the new room kind of divider things that came with City Living. Love those. I do use them in this build. And also I wanted to do concrete, but I was kind of battling because loads of times I see industrial builds with concrete, but also I see them with kind of battered like floorboards. So I've done both in this one. Kind of half and half, best of both worlds. And I use the concrete that you get, when you just place a empty room. So it's actually free, which is great. And I think in the recent patch update, they added colours into the concrete. So you'll see that black there is just the free floor that you normally get, which is great. And I put it in black and it looks really good in there. So winning. That's how I managed to make this. Oh, I haven't even mentioned this. This is an industrial starter building. You would have got that from the title of this video anyway. So anyway, we managed to keep it a starter. Everything using this, see, I put the cheapest toilet in. I think everything is realistically priced that I've used, apart from a couple of the clutter items, so I don't class that as cheating. But everything else, all the major items in here, the appliances, the cupboards, the TV, blah, 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 they are all realistically priced. So this really is a starter apartment. I don't see any reason why, if you're in a starter apartment, it's got to be horrible. Like, everyone seems to think, when EA furnishes it, it literally was empty. I've got screenshots at the end showing the above view of what was in it, and then all of the things that I managed to fit in it for, well, not the same amount of money. I think I spent more on it. So you're basically, as soon as you move, do you know what, I've got to stop saying basically. So as soon as you move in here, you will have to get a job ASAP pronto, because you will be broke. I think I managed to do it like 125 simoleons left. So get a job as soon as you move into this apartment, you'll be fine. This apartment does have the gremlin trait, so you will be having to fix the toilet and the sinks and the shower a lot because gremlins come in and break everything. So you could, I suppose, try and fit this in another place, but I just thought the industrial look fitted into this place. I wanted to make sure I did an industrial starter to start off with. I'm also planning to do kind of an industrial mini series, I suppose. An industrial. Why did I not use that divider? Oh, anyway, an industrial kind of family home. So I thought that'd be different. I don't normally see industrial family homes. I normally always see it for kind of bachelor pads and things like that. But I'd like to do a family home. So not a family home, a family apartment. So it's going to be an apartment series. So we've got the starter, then we're going to have the family home. So you start off with this as a single person. Then you move into the family one when you have kids. And then I suppose when the kids get older or you're at the top of your career, then you're going to move into the industrial penthouse. So that is what is going to come along. So I'm looking forward to that. I'm slightly worried about the penthouse because that is basically again, stop it. That is a house build, really. It's not an apartment build because you start off with nothing. I might do it that I renovate the shell of the building. So I might take a look at the penthouses that are in. I haven't actually been into any of the penthouses that are in City Living. So I might go in there and take a look and maybe just renovate it rather than starting from new, which is kind of what I did here. In the end, the bedroom and the bathroom really are in the only place they can be because it's really annoying that there are so many windows in this build, which is kind of strange for me to be saying. Oh, and I just needed to put the beams in, another industrial thing. There are just so many windows, so it's really difficult to divide the space up. And EA hasn't really thought about where they put the windows in relation to the apartments because they have like a window right in the corner. And everyone knows you've got to leave like a one tile space before you put a window in. But I think in the bedroom it's right up against the end of the apartment, so a little bit annoying. But I have used more EA objects in this build than ever before. Do I keep that? I think, yeah, I do. That mismatched. I really want to do mismatched chairs. I saw a image on Pinterest with it. I do have a set of counters that are called the concrete ones, but they looked almost too nice. So I found these Peacemaker ones. They're just recolours of the cheap units that you get with the game. So if you don't have these, you could just put in the, what's it called, is it called Blanco counters? Yeah, those ones. And one huge pet peeve is, okay, I had to use the cheap fridge because it is a starter build. But I did give you I realised I gave you a really nice oven. Call it oven. I really spent forever trying to get this fridge. I know many other person has noticed this, that the counters do not fit above the fridge. You have to always custom move them up, and then that causes problems. And also, why is there such a huge gap between the fridges? And like the fridges need to be wider, basically. They need to fit perfectly in the space. See, still trying to make them fit in together. I thought maybe I could put something down the side here to fill this gap that was being created and hide the fact that they weren't next to the wall, but no. So because I really want to use those Blanco wall units, I thought those looked best. They're really simple, but I end up not being able to use them, and for some reason the corner piece just would not. It just wouldn't fit. Yeah. So I'm trying to do everything and it just won't go. It just jumps from one place to the other. And that gap between the fridge and the units irritated me so much that I'm sorry, I just had to put in Peacemakers shaker style cabinets, even though I think they're just a little bit too nice for the build. I wanted a kind of rusticy kitchen, which I think you achieve with the countertops and the black. And also I wanted to, and also cut on costs. I was going to do like a U-shaped kitchen, but you don't have to, just put a wall in. I've made sure to leave at least one worktop free so you can prepare food, because I know sometimes, so busy trying to put in clutter that we forget and your sim can't cook anywhere. I have a problem in like my current household where I have a lot of counter space, but for some reason they decide to go to a counter, and I use counters as another surface in a bedroom, and they decide to go to the bedroom to cook the food. Sometimes you wonder what the hell. I suppose you could probably cut some costs. As soon as you move in, you could probably delete the shelves if you needed some money and you didn't feel like getting a job straight away. I have to tell you, in my regular gameplay, even when I'm not doing challenges, I tend to I was looking at this wallpaper. They are such cheeky little mares for the city living. One of the bricks, I was like, oh look, 3 new bricks. No, there's only 2, because one of the bricks is just a get together brick without the wooden skirting at the bottom. Yeah, I wasn't impressed, let's put it that way. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh yes, in my normal gameplay, I don't use any money cheats. I used to use money cheats probably back in Sims 3, but now I like starting from the bottom and working my way up. I normally get bored by the time I've made my way up. That's normally how it goes. It's like, my Sim's probably got 1 or 2 kids, and I'm like, oh, I'm bored. But my current household, I'm actually on generation number 5. That is the furthest I've ever got. I've never played, I think, for more than 3 generations. But I'm not playing generations as in we're in the same household. I actually wait till the eldest child has grown up. I normally use the eldest child or second eldest, whichever one I personally think I'll continue. It's normally a girl. I never continue boys. And then take them and start all over from 20,000 again, which is good. Or I did before, I think for one of them, her mother gifted her a whole load of dragon fruit and blackberries for her to sell. So she moved into a 20,000 simoleon house, and then sold all of her blackberries and her dragon fruits and fully renovated the house. So that's the way I got around it. I used to have that, what was it, is it Zerbrew? Like the cash machine that you could get for The Sims, which was really, really good. But it stopped working after a patch, and they haven't fixed it, I don't think. It just didn't work. You went there and you couldn't get a loan anymore, which was annoying. And before, if you got a loan and you didn't pay it back before the first bills came, it said that your bills were like 9 million or something really, really stupid. So you had to quit your game and get out. So yeah, here I've used the city living dividers, which I'm in love with. I wish I had done, I bought the concrete a little bit further over just so the divider wasn't right on the edge of them. And I actually end up using just the EA standard cheap sofa. I will get rid of that and put the cheap sofa in. And this is the point where I'm like, oh my God, I've actually got no money left. I spent I don't know if I spent all my money in the bathroom or not. Probably. The Blanco units are cheap, the kitchen units, but the overhead cabinets are expensive. So I actually managed to fit a lot in, considering what the budget was. And that kitchen is 100%, realistically priced. So is the bathroom. I'm not too sure about the shower actually, but hey. It's just the clutter, I think, that's not, some of the clutter is like one simoleon. So, but that doesn't give you any extra benefit. It's just for aesthetic reasons. It doesn't give you like extra high environment or anything like that. And I think, I changed that wall back to white brick because it just looked a bit better. And now I'm trying to do the last kind of finishing touches. There's a concrete planter you might have been too quick that I tried to put down, and I have tried to use it about 5 times so far since it come out, and I just can't make it fit. And then I realised I have no rugs in this place, so I better get a rug. And then I thought this is a bit too grey, so I swapped it out for the EA one in red. I think I changed that though. I think that ends up being blue. Kind of tie in with the bedspread. I haven't even talked about bedroom. The light that is on that wall came with City Living. I think everyone has used that. If you do an industrial build and you do not have that light fitting in your build, it doesn't count. Really, it doesn't count if you don't have it. Oh, also, what is not realistically priced is those windows and doors into the bedroom. They're like one simoleon each. So you could just remove those if you wanted to really, really, really have a honest and true game. But I'm sure none of you care. So, but I think we did pretty well considering it's the starter. From what we started off with to this, I know which one I'd rather live in. Well, my Sims would rather live in. No, I'd rather watch my Sims live in. And on this, that was quick. We just put some Polaroids, just fill up a bit of space. There is no dresser in this, just to let you know. But there is a mirror, so you can change your appearance anyway. So you don't even need a dresser. And screenshots. Okay, so this is what you first see when you walk in, the kitchen. And then with the bathroom, I love the little seat in the shower. Another angle. I've tried to mix the wood and the black. And then the living room area with a little study. Couldn't afford a computer, sorry. And then the bedroom. And that's the before, and there'll be the after. So this is currently up on the gallery as a room. So check it out. Bye, guys.